Hey girlfriends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia Jacqueline. I will be posting makeup tutorials, hair tutorials once a week. If you have any questions, any suggestions, you can leave them down below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, girlfriend, I say you do. But yeah, a lot of girls always ask me, like, what do you use on your eyebrows? How do you achieve that eyebrow look? How do you make it look so clean? What do you use? Like, what products do you use? What concealer do you use? What brush do you use? If you want to keep on watching and see how I achieve my eyebrow look. Alright, so let's get started. Basically, I'm just gonna kind of brush off a little bit of the foundation and the powder off my eyebrows. You guys can tell I have a couple little gaps in between, right at the bottom right here. I am using the brush R44 from Morphe. I love this brush, to be honest with you. Alright, so basically a lot of people always ask me, like, what do you use on your eyebrows? I use eyeshadow. A lot of people like to use different things, you know. Honestly, eyeshadow works for me, doesn't work for everybody, you know. But basically, I just kind of like outline my eyebrow. Just kind of outline it and brush it. Just brush it out, brush it out, brush it out. Very top, just kind of outline it a little bit. Brush that out. I never do this part right here. Basically, when I want this to look a little bit darker, I just kind of feather it up, just so it doesn't look so like harsh of a line, or it doesn't look like I basically draw them in. So basically that's the first eyebrow. Let's start at the very bottom. Just kind of outline the bottom, kind of feather it up while you go. Brush them out. Outline a little bit on the top, just so I can give it, like, you know, a really clean look. And we're gonna clean it up a little bit with concealer. Keep brushing them out. And the eyeshadow that I use, it's from Morphe. Here's a look at it. It's like a darkish, brownish, looks ashy-ish eyeshadow. A lot of people do like to use, you know, the Anastasia or like the creamy ones. I personally like the eyeshadow look. All I do is just keep brushing it, so it can look, you know, more natural than the whole like dramatic, like thick look. If you guys can tell right here, top, it looks kind of rounded and kind of like drops in deep. It's because I waxed it on my own and I kind of messed it up a little bit. But again, it just kind of like bring it out a little. Drag it down. And just brush it. Don't worry about what it looks like right now, because once you kind of clean it up with the concealer, it'll all come together. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now. It looks crazy, I know, I get it. So then we're going to go in with the concealer. I like to use the Bye Bye Under Eye one. This one works really good for me. Any concealer works, you know, as long as it kind of matches your skin color. I don't like to go too light. I don't like to make it look too tan. And I just go in there and use one of these little brushes with a thin little edge to it. I have been using on my clients the Morphe M156. It's double-sided, but I like to use this side, the very thin side. So basically you just go in there, start cleaning it up. Start at the very bottom. Let me stick to the one that I usually use. This one, I feel like it gives me like more of an edge to it. Just kind of just clean it up. Just kind of drag it down. Don't drag it down too much. Up to you, you know, if you want to have your eyebrow drag down a lot more. Just kind of clean it up. So that's the bottom. Now let's do the top. Basically, I start kind of like right here, just so I know exactly where this little corner is gonna start. You know what I mean? Just kind of bring it downwards. Just start brushing it down, little by little. You just can take your time doing this. I do like a little box right here, the very front. I don't know if you guys can tell here. A little box. Once I'm done, I kind of like brush it out so it doesn't look too like boxy in the front. Just bring it down, drag it all the way down. Just kind of clean it up from the bottom, just drag it in, connect it. Just connect it at the very bottom. Looks good right there. And after that, I'm going to do my other eyebrow really quick. Yeah, I think it looks good right there. Very different look. My other eyebrow. So let's start at the other eyebrow. Basically, I just tap it. Sometimes what I do is tap it, put it behind, put it on my hand. Just tap it down. Grab it, start at the very, very beginning. Slowly. There is times that I feel like one eyebrow looks thicker than the other. Basically, I kind of sometimes just drag it over. Just tell me why it just died on me. We're back. Alright, so we're just kind of cleaning it up. Same motion, just over the eyebrow. Very gently. And once you're just like tapping it to blend in. A lot of people, sometimes I do grab my little blender, just kind of tap it, my same foundation, just so it doesn't look like a harsh line. I do use the Morphe, this is from Morphe, the little blender, beauty blender, little sponge. Alright, so let's get to the good part. So I know you guys can see right here I have a little bit of concealer, on this side. I personally don't like the little boxy look, so what I do is from the R44, the little brush, what I do is I just kind of grab it and just pull it through. Just kind of brush it through. You will kind of see like little lines, but don't worry about that. That's fixable. Just kind of brush it. Just brush your eyebrow down. Just like to brush it up. What I do, and I just get my little brush, my little sponge, just kind of sponge it down, get my little brocha and just kind of blend it down. I don't like to look too like marcado, like too like shaded, you know, not shaded, I'm sorry, really like a boxy, like with the concealer, you know, if you can tell the difference from this one to this one. And just do the same thing on this side, just kind of brush it up. And it's just maybe not that much, not too in, very little. You guys can still see, like I still have the concealer here down, from here down. And what I do, get my little brush and just clean it up. Then I do kind of tap, and just tap it down. This part. Sometimes I do feel like the foundation, the concealer kind of like rubbed off a little bit. Just go back in there a little bit. Apply a little bit more. Brush it. A little sponge. But yeah, that's how I do my eyebrows. Hope you guys liked the tutorial. My eyebrows. Everybody has different eyebrows, different opinions, you know, how they like their eyebrows. But me, to be honest with you, I love how the eyeshadow looks. I've tried pencil. The pencil on me, like personally, I don't like that line look. Me personally. There's people that do like how it looks. Just brush them. Sometimes I do put the clear mascara. Just kind of sit them down because I know that, you know, there's sometimes that there's eyeshadow. I mean, not eyeshadow, sorry. There's sometimes that there's like, you know, pelitos that kind of like go down and it's like, oh my god, like what the heck? With the clear mascara, kind of just brush them down. But yeah, that's what my eyebrows look like. So yeah, this is the final look. You guys like how I did my eyebrows, how I achieved the eyebrow look, what concealer I used. I will link everything down below. If you have any questions, any suggestions, leave them down below. I will reply and I will read them. See you in my next video. Bye.